Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohad Ariffin. Today, our group 10, will present our project, which is Pharmacy Management System. Our group consists of 4 members: Abdillah Mohd Rifki, project number 276742; me myself, Mohad Ariffin, project number 279306; Mohd Aiman bin Azmi, project number 280988; and Mohd Zahirudin Shah bin Mohd Shahrum, magic number 281000. Now I will present the ER diagram for pharmacist management system. So the ER diagram consists of 6 entities, which is billing, customer detail, medicine type, pharmacy staff, order details, and supplier. So the attribute of the entity billing is bill ID as the primary key, medicine ID taken from medicine type as the foreign key, customer ID taken from customer detail as the second foreign key, total amount, and date. The attribute for customer detail: customer ID as the primary key, name, age, gender, address, and phone number. For medicine type, the attribute is medicine ID as the primary key, medicine description, and price. For the entity pharmacy staff, pharmacist ID as the primary key and name. For order detail, the attribute is the order ID as the primary key, pharmacist ID taken from pharmacy staff as the foreign key, medicine ID taken from medicine type as the second foreign key, quantity, and order date. For supplier ID will be the primary key, order ID will be from order detail, is the foreign key, supplier name, and phone number. And now I will explain the relationship between those entities. For billing and customer detail, one customer can pay one or many bills, and one bill can only be paid by one and only one customer. The second relationship is between customer detail, entity customer detail, and medicine type. So one customer can receive one or many medicine type, and one medicine type can be received by one or many customer. The next relationship is between customer detail and pharmacy staff. So one pharmacist can add one or many customer, and one customer can only be added by one and only one pharmacist. For the relationship between medicine type and order detail, one order has one and only one medicine type, and one medicine type can be in one or many order. So the next relationship is between pharmacy staff, order detail, and supplier. So one pharmacist can make one or many order to one or many supplier, and one supplier can get one and only one order from one and only one pharmacist. And that is all from me. Now we will proceed to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Today I will continue my explanation on how we are going to create view. Before I begin my explanation, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Mohamad Aiman bin Azmi and my matrix number is 280988. Okay, now why we need view in our database? In my opinion, view can hide complexity. For example, if you have a query that requires joining several tables, you can code all that logic into a view that select from the view just like you would a table. As you can see on the screen right now, is a code for create view customer medicine bill. For customer medicine bill, it combines from table customer details and table billing. First of all, we need to write select b.customer ID, b.date, b.bill ID, m.medicine description, and m.price. From table billing, we assume as B, and table medicine type, we assume as M, where b.medicine ID equal to m.medicine ID. Okay, what is the meaning for b.medicine ID equal to m.medicine ID? It means that medicine ID in table billing must appear in table medicine type. After that, just write create view customer medicine bill and followed by customer ID, date, bill ID, medicine name and price. And also don't forget S. The next step is you need to run in order to complete the process. So how we are going to test whether create view is successful or not. In order to test it, we need to write select star from customer medicine bill and it will show all the data. For example, customer ID which is 119 receiving bill on 12 March 2021 where his bill is B001 and the description in the bill is medicine name which is paracetamol and the total amount is 10 ringgit. Okay, I think that's all my explanation about create view and now I will pass to next group member to continue.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I will explain the subqueries for our pharmacist management system. So in our pharmacist management system, we have actually created 3 subqueries according to the question. We have created 3 subqueries with 3 different functions. But because of time constraint, I will only explain one of them, which is this highlighted code, which represent one subqueries. So for this code, for this subqueries, it will actually the function of this subquery is to track back the pharmacist who has made the an order with the medicine description antibiotic, the with the how much the of the medicine that has been ordered, which represent the quantity, and when the order is being made, represented with the order date, as well as the order ID of the order made by the pharmacist. So as you can see here in the code, this subquery will select order ID, quantity, order date, and foreign key pharmacist ID from table order detail, where the medicine ID from the table medicine type with the medicine description antibiotic. So if we run this code, it will display a table with order ID, quantity, order date, and pharmacist ID. So the purpose of this this subquery is for the user to track back the order made by the order of a particular medicine made by the pharmacist, so that they know how much the quantity that has been ordered, as well as the when the order is being made. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum doctor, my name is Abdillah Mohd Rifki and my matrix number is 276742. I will explain about multi-table query from our project database, which is Pharmacy Management System database. This one is an example of multi-table query. So here I will retrieve data from 3 tables, which are customer detail table, billing table, and medicine tip table. To retrieve the data, I enter select query and then the data that I want to retrieve from the table, which here are customer ID, customer name, bill ID, medicine description, and total amount. And I enter from statement and the names of table that I want to retrieve, and also I enter letter as alias for each table that I want to retrieve, such as letter C refers to customer detail table, letter B refers to billing table, letter M refers to medicine tip table. And after that, I enter where statement to filter the row so that the data to be retrieved has C customer ID equal B customer ID and billing medicine ID equal medicine ID. And after that, I enter order by statement to arrange the data in order of customer ID so that the data will be arranged by customer ID. So here we can run this query and we can see the result. And we successfully retrieve the data from 3 different tables, which are customer ID, customer name, bill ID, medicine description, and total amount. So that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum.
Hello, my name is Mohad Zahirudin Shah with my Shahrum. My metric number is 281000. Today I would like to present about my database project, and for my part is the aggregate function. So here first we can see that the select aggregate function firstly is to determine the total customer that has been recorded in the pharmacy management system. So here we use the count and customer ID by total customer from the customer detail to count the total customer that has been recorded in the pharmacy management. So when we run it, the database will display the result of 10 total customer. Next, we have the order ID as the total order, and we have count for the sum of the total quantity ordered and the average quantity of the average quantity ordered from the order details. The sum is the total I'm sorry, the sum is the total for the quantity that has been ordered that they will add, and they will display the result of the total, and the average is the average of the quantity ordered from the order detail. So when we run it, the result will be displayed. The total order 10, the total quantity ordered are 2450, and the average quantity ordered are 245. Lastly is the select minimum age as minimum customer age, and then max customer age, and average customer age. From here, the queries will be using minimum, and when we run it on the database will select the minimum number in the column to display the result, and for the max, the maximum number in the column to display for the max result, and the average for the average customer. So when we run it, it will display the minimum customer age are 5, the max customer age are 70, and the average customer age are 27. So that's all from me for aggregate function. Thank you.